Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I wanted to just take a break from the PR and just do some nails for fun. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm starting off by picking out my nail sizes. I'm going to be using these full cover square nail tips. I love using these. I get these from AliExpress, and these nails are always linked in my description box below if you want to check them out. I use these nails so much that the ones I used for my index and ring finger were like gone, so I did have to pick out some alternative sizes. So when I do apply the nails, you will see the index is going to be a little bit too small, so don't mind that at all. I do have some more of these. They was just in my closet, like in a box, and I didn't want to go digging for them. So since I was going to pop these off anyway in there for fun, I just decided to just get a smaller nail tip. But now, since I do have my nails picked out, I'm going to put them on my nail stand upside down because I'm going to be doing the Femi Beauty method. Such an easy method, and I love doing this method. So for the polygel, I'm going to be using the makartt siesta polygel, and I'm just going to be putting a solid layer into all of the nails. Don't forget that if you do want to shop with makartt, you can save 15% off your entire order using my discount code. And actually, makartt has like a new launching today. I believe it's like a new like decor set. There's going to be a lot of rhinestones and like basically over like 30 different styles of like charms. I'm not sure exactly what it is because they didn't tell me anything, but I do believe I'm getting like a PR of it. I hope so because I'm super excited for that. So maybe by the time this video is up, maybe the launch will already happen. So yeah, make sure to go check that out. If not, be on the lookout for it. But yeah, you can save 15% off with my discount code. It's linked down below, and here it is on the screen. I took a little detour for today's video because originally I wanted to use that black 2-in-1 acrylic and dip powder, their new pro line that I showed in my previous video. I was going to use the black acrylic to do like the Femi Beauty method, just something easy. I just wanted to see how the black performed alone, and I was going to do like a really cute like blingy black and silver set, but I was scrolling on Instagram and I seen this nail design, and I knew that I always wanted to do it. I just never really had the time since I do get so much PR, and I was just like, I'm gonna do this now, and I just want to do something for fun because honestly I'm always in the mood to do nails. I just never like how long it takes me to do the filing and everything. Like I just sit there so long, but I'm like, once I finish a nail set, I'm just always like ready to get right back in the chair to film some nails for fun. So yeah, I just took today's video to do it. I will be doing the black and silver set that I want to do in my next video, so stay tuned for that to see how it turned out. I haven't even like planned that all the way through, but I do have something in mind. But yeah, I just took today's video to do this quick design, and I'm so glad that I did it because it turned out so good. This kind of took me a little bit long as well. I do have a lot of nail art coming at the end, so I didn't want to put too much attention on like this Femi Beauty method part of the video. But yeah, it's super easy, and I do get a lot of questions about the Femi Beauty method. Yes, it is like the dual form method, but with the Femi Beauty method, aka lazy girl method, you don't have to pop the nails off. That is basically the only difference. Yeah, so with the dual form you pop them off, but with the Femi Beauty method you don't. Whatever you're using with the Femi Beauty method, once you apply it to your nails, you allow it to dry or cure, and then you just file and shape the nails as is. You don't want to try to pop these off because they're going to be really hard, especially because you have to fill up the entire tip. So here we have it. I just did a solid application for all of the nails. I haven't cured anything, and I didn't show any nail prep because like I said, I wanted to do these nails for fun. So I already applied my peel off base, which is my UNT peel off base coat, and I believe I added a base coat. Sometimes I use base or top coat on top of the UNT base coat. I do feel like the top coat is easier to pop off, but it doesn't matter because like they just pop off very easily with the UNT peel off base coat. So I'm just going to be applying these to my nails, and I'm making sure that I get around the cuticle area before I cure it, and also underneath the nail. You don't want that to like piled up underneath the nail because sometimes it does look messy, and a lot of times I forget to do that, and I realized that the nails are a lot harder to pop off just because the polygel is like going underneath my natural nail, if that makes sense. So make sure to clean up underneath the nail, And for these, I do have to like flash cure the top just because there's so much weight towards the tip of the nail, and like I can't really get the underside because it moves and like it just keeps sliding. But this polygel is also like thick enough to where the nail doesn't really move a lot, if that makes sense. I 100% recommend this polygel. Like, look how beautiful this shade is. Like, it is just the perfect nude, and I feel like it matches perfectly with every skin tone. And yeah, don't forget to use my discount code with makartt if you do decide to buy something. And also, if you haven't tried the Femi Beauty, aka lazy girl method, I do recommend. It's so easy and there's not a lot of filing at all, which is one of the main reasons why I love it. Like, the time it takes me to file, I sit there forever and ever trying to get that perfect shape. But with these, the nail is already shaped and you don't have to worry about like the surface of the nails. Like, it's just already so smooth due to the full cover nail tip. And yeah, I 100% recommend. If you haven't tried the Femi Beauty method, please make sure to try it. I promise you it will change the game. And also, I do get a lot of comments on how long these last. Honestly, I can't tell you that personally because I always pop off the nails, so like I can't really tell you from experience. But I do know that Femi Beauty wears her nails a lot when she does them like this, and she just go in with her natural nail prep. And I do believe sometimes she says they last like for up to 2 weeks if you prep them right, but do not quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know these will last you for at least a week and a few days if you do prep them right. I did almost forget, but here are today's featured comments or shout outs. Thank you guys for commenting and being active and watching my last video. If you want to be featured in a comment, just make sure to leave a comment and I will be picking random people or the first few people to feature in the next video. So now that we have all of the nails on, I did make sure to pop them into my bigger light for a total of 60 seconds. I put them in the regular way for 30 seconds and then I put them upside down to cure the underside for another 30 seconds. So for a total of a minute. And now I'm just getting rid of that sticky layer with some icy purple alcohol and a lint-free wipe. This process did not take me long at all. Like, it was so quick and easy. I can't stress it enough. Please try the Femi Beauty method if you haven't already. So the part I do love to do when I'm doing the Femi Beauty method is the filing, because it literally takes no time at all. This filing is kept in real time, and I just wanted you guys to see that it only took me like 1 minute to do all of my filing, and the nails came out so good. I do make sure to file the side walls just to make sure everything is parallel with the entire side of the nail. And then I go in at the free edge, and then I will be taking my e-file to file around the cuticle area and then going over the nails with a buffer. And while this part is playing out, I do want to remind you guys that I am doing a giveaway. If you haven't seen that, I will leave that video, which was my previous video, up in the cards if you want to check that out and enter. Everything that I'm going to be giving away is already packaged. As you've seen in the last few seconds of my last video, I did go ahead and put everything in a box. I put some tape on it, and it is ready to be sent out to whoever wins. And I can't wait to pick a winner. Like, I'm just so excited. This giveaway will end next Friday, which is April 8th. All of the rules to enter are in the pinned comment of my last video, so if you do want to enter, if you haven't already, please make sure to do so right now so that I can have all of the comments ready. If you do go back and see that your comment is being like removed, I don't know why it's doing that. For some reason, every time I do like giveaways or have like a lot of people comment for that reason, my comments just seem to like disappear, and I'm not sure why. So for my next giveaway, and I do have another giveaway pretty soon, I'm not going to get into the details yet, so of course stay tuned for that. Make sure you have my make sure that you have my post notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on it. But for my next giveaway, I may do it differently. It's kind of hard because I know a lot of you guys don't have Instagram, and I want to give you guys a fair chance. I don't know why the comments are disappearing when I have giveaways. Like, it's just so odd to me because I don't really have that problem with like regular comments. Like, it's just super weird. But yeah, if you do notice that your comment is not there, just go ahead and comment again. Yeah, just keep updating it, I guess, if it continues to disappear. I do apologize for that. So after that filing, I did go ahead and wipe them off with some alcohol, and the nails are turning a little bit white on the tips. I don't really have this problem a lot, but I do notice I do have this problem when I do my apres method, and the tips are like made of gel. So I don't it was just super weird because I don't really have that problem with these full cover nail tips. But a trick that I did notice that actually worked for this is just going over the nails with a layer of top coat. So that's just what I'm going to do, and as I'm adding the top coat, you can slowly see like the white part just slowly disappear. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and it worked out too because I do have a lot of nail art to do. So just in case I mess up, it's super easy to wipe off, and it just leaves me like a really smooth layer to apply all of my nail art. So as you can see, all of my white parts are gone. The top coat was the perfect trick for that. So now getting into the nail art, I do have a lot of gel polishes that I picked out before I even sat down to do this nail set, just to make sure that I would be able to do every design. Of course, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. I'm going to be doing a Toy Story nail set, and I just been wanting to do this nail set for so long, and I'm so glad that I took today to do it. So yeah, I do have a few different brands with gel polishes. I have some Madam Glam, some Nail Addict, also known as Nail Reserve now, and I have some Beetles. Of course, I'm going to need my mixing plate because this was crucial to today's set. I'm also going to be using my Nails by Dev brush, a dotting tool, and I did have a cleanup brush. I didn't even end up using it. I used my applicator brush. I'm going to get to that in a second. I'm starting off by using this like golden honey mustard color from Madam Glam. The reason I say my mixing plate was crucial to this design because I had to mix a lot of my colors to make them darker or just to make them lighter, just to make that perfect shade for what I needed. And so to this honey mustard golden color, I'm going to add a little bit of white, mix it up to make it a little bit lighter. And all of these colors ended up being the perfect, just the perfect shade of what I needed. So I'm gonna start off by doing my French tip for my pinky finger, and all of my nails are actually going to be French tips. So if you are tired of French tips, this is not the video for you. But if you do like French tips, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you do, like how can you not like French tips designs? Like it's just so pretty, and you can literally add a French tip to any nail set and it will just flow so perfectly. And my pinky is gonna be my woody nails, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my French tip, and it's so easy. My French tips are looking better and better each time I do it. I'm getting to the point now where I don't really have to do any cleanup, which is so nice because like I'm just so happy about that. So once I filled in like the actual smile line and got like those little small areas, since I did have to make this color lighter, so I don't really have like a specific color for this. So I went in with my applicator, my application brush from Madam Glam. I got this a while. I think they gave this to me in like the advent calendar I was unboxing, and this applies the gel polish so smooth, like I'm not even joking. For some reason, like it just felt like the gel polish was just going on so smooth. And I did use this like a couple times because like I said, I did have to mix them. And so I did use my applicator brush to go in the rest of the nail, and everything was just so smooth. So if you don't have this brush, I 100% recommend this as well. But I'm just going in with 2 coats of this lighter honey mustard color that I mixed up. And then of course, once it's to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and cure it for 30 seconds in my light. Once I had that cured, I'm gonna be taking this like burgundy color, and I couldn't really like figure out because this is a recreation set. I'm gonna pop up the picture right here. This is the set that I've seen on my Explorer page on Instagram, and I really loved how it looks. So that's the set I'm gonna be recreating. But yeah, I wanted to get like this burgundy brownish color, so I did go in with like a burgundy and brown color. So I'm just mixing those up, and it was the perfect color. Of course, on my woody nail, you know his shirt design is like a plaid, so I'm going to be doing some lines on this nail. I can't even tell you how easy it was to do this plaid design. Like, it was just so easy. And basically I'm just going to be doing some stripes, and look at that little dot I put there. My hands were so shaky when doing this, but I did go in with that application brush that I used for like the rest of the French tip. I did use that as my cleanup brush. Since the bristles were a little bit more intact, it wouldn't like mess up anything I didn't want it to wipe away. So I'm just going to be going in with some lines, and it's not really much to explain, so I'm just going to let this part finish playing out. And if you have made it up to here, I do want to say thank you guys for watching. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications if you haven't already, and also leave a comment. It will really help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. So as I was doing this, I didn't want to mess the previous lines up, so I did go in with my little curing flashlight and just kind of flash cure them in place and go in with the regular set. Once I finish with these lines vertically, I will go in with the horizontal lines. But before I did those horizontal lines, I did make sure to cure the other lines for a full 30 seconds just so that they wouldn't smudge or mess up. This was one of my favorite nails, hands down. Like, this nail just, it came out so neat, which is why I really love it. Like, I'm so proud of myself for that, because any other time my lines would have been like so wonky and just like so raggedy looking. So yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite nails. So moving on to the next nail, I do need a green color, and I wanted to make it a little bit darker, so I do have 2 different shades of green from Nail Addict. And I put more of the lighter green because I do want to make it just a tad bit dark. And so I'm just mixing that up, and then I'm going to go in with my French tip. I did want to leave like most of my nail art in real time because I know a lot of you guys love my real time videos and my longer videos. I will speed up some of it just because it's like super repetitive with the French tips. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 coats of the French tip for the green. So after the first coat, I went ahead and did a second coat off camera. This is what it looks like. And by the way, this is going to be my Buzz Lightyear nail. So once I cure that, I'm going to be adding some white and some purple to my nail palette, and I'm going to be outlining like the top of the French, like right above that for his astronaut suit. And I'm going to be adding these like right above the smile line of the green. And there's not really much to this. I'm just going to be adding the white first and then curing that for 30 seconds and then doing this and doing the same thing for the purple. I didn't mention it in this video because I was busy talking about something else, but when doing the Femi beauty method, you want to, when putting all of the product inside the nail tip, it's good to make sure that you check like the front side before applying it to your nails, because now looking back at this, I did notice it like when I was finished with my nail set, but while I was doing this I was so focused on the nail art I didn't even notice I had an air bubble like right there, and I wanted to cover it up with like a charm or something, but I didn't want to take away from the Buzz Lightyear suit French or whatever. So yeah, I didn't add anything, and it's not really noticeable once I put on all of the nail art, but it's always good to make sure that you check the top of the nail when doing the Femi beauty method, because that is the most important part of the nail and that is what everyone is going to see. So once I added the purple, I did go ahead and cure that to make sure it was cured and safely on the nail. And for this part wasn't on the nail set I was recreating, but I did take out 3 more colors and put them on my nail palette. I wanted to do like the actual buttons on his suit. Like those 3 colors, like definitely like it screams his suit and you can definitely tell. But for some reason I second guessed myself in that moment. I think it was just because they were like too big. I should have just made them smaller. But I did wipe those off and just go in with that little brownish dot like the original nail set I was recreating. And honestly, I kind of wish I kept those 3 little lines that was actually like the colors that are actually on his suit, because it just made a lot more sense. After that, I'm gonna go in with a blue from Nail Addict, and once again I'm doing another French tip. I will be going in with 2 coats with this as well. So after 2 layers of doing this on my middle finger, I also did that on my thumb as well. What I needed for my thumb is also going to have a blue background, but I'm going to jump back to my middle finger. I'm going to save my thumb for last. But before I do any more nail art, I'm going to wipe off my nail palette because it's getting a little bit crowded and a lot messy. So I'm just going to wipe that off and then apply the colors I need for this next design. And I'm going back in with that green, but for this green I'm going to be doing like 2 different blobs on my nail palette because I want to make one darker than the other. So for the one I want to make darker, I'm going to go back in with that darker green that I previously used, and I'm just going to be adding that. Then of course mixing it and then going in with my nail design. This nail is gonna be the alien nail. As you know, Toy Story has like these little alien character toys, and this actually took me a few attempts. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th attempt getting this alien head on here, and I think it was worth doing it that many times because if you've seen the first few, it was just like terrible, and this one actually turned out pretty good. So once I get the head shape on there, I'm gonna go off to the sides to add like the little antennas. And once I get everything on there and like the foundation, I'm gonna be adding the eyes. And actually while I was doing this, my phone ran out of storage and I wasn't sure where it cut off to, but it didn't turn off like before I was done with anything, which I'm so glad that it didn't, because like what are the odds that it turned out on literally the last good take? Like I would have been so mad if this had a cut off while I was done with doing this alien head. So once I had that on, I did go ahead and cure that, and this is what it looks like. I kind of wish I did it a little bit like bigger or taller because these nails are 3XL and it's just kind of like sitting at the bottom of the tip. but I still think it turned out pretty good. So on my nail palette, I'm going to be adding some black and white, and I'm just going to go in with the eyeballs. Super easy, adding some dots. I'm going to go in with 3 dots because as you know, they have 3 eyes. Once I add on the white dots, I'm going to flash cure and then go in with smaller black dots like right in the center, and that's how I create the eyeballs. Super easy, and those eyeballs literally brought this whole alien to life. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to be adding on the mouth. The mouth was a little bit hard. It took me a few tries as well, but it's super simple. And then after I cured the mouth, here's what the alien is looking like. Like, how cute is he? I love the little alien. I'm gonna move on to the next nail, and of course we're gonna be doing another French tip. So I'm gonna be doing this nail in white, and I'm pretty sure you can guess which character or toy this is going to be. This is going to be Cowgirl Jessie. I'm gonna be doing some cow print on here, and even though these nails are like super simple, with the entire nail set together, like you can literally distinguish like the difference between each character. Like, it's so crazy, and that's what I love most about this nail set. Like, that's why I was drawn to this set and wanted to do it for so long, because like it just screams Toy Story. Even though it's not like so detailed and like every character drawn onto it, just looking at the whole set as a whole, you can literally tell that this is Toy Story. So once I cure on 2 coats of that white, I'm going to be adding some black dots to create my cow print. I've also been wanting to do some cow print for like a good while now, and I'm going to be adding this to my set. And what I love about cow print is that you can never go wrong with the dots. Like, you just make little dots, some bigger, some smaller, and you literally cannot mess it up because each cow spot is like so different and unique, to where if you put it basically anywhere on the nail set, it will literally look like cow print. I feel like I don't really have to explain how to do cow print. Like, this is just one of the designs where you just look at it and do it. Super easy and simple. I am gonna go back in and make some of them just a little bit bigger to give that more cow effect, and then also I'm gonna be adding like little dots in between and like the areas just to kind of fill in this nail. And then this is what the cow print looks like. Super easy and super simple. So we already have the blue onto my thumb, and for the thumbnail I'm going to be adding some clouds. And as you know, if you have seen Toy Story, this is what his wallpaper looks like on his wall, and I think this was like such a nice touch to add to this design, because I feel like the wallpaper is just like super pretty and it plays like a really big part in the movie. Well, to me it does. So I feel like adding the clouds as the wall print nail, it was such a good idea. And the clouds are also like a design where you can't really go wrong, because like you just make the peak of the clouds, you want to make sure that that is the tallest part, and then you just go out a little bit smaller, making these little stapling tapping motions. It's kind of just a design where you look at it and do. So yeah, I can't really explain because y'all know I'm terrible at explaining stuff, but I'm just gonna do some clouds, filling it in all the spaces that I feel fit, and then I'm gonna cure this, and we are basically done with our nail set. And just that quick, we are done with this nails. Well, not really done, but we are done with the designs and everything. The cow print turned out so good, as well as every other nail. I feel like I did a really good job on this nail set in doing the nail art. So once I had everything cured, I'm gonna go in with a layer of top coat and just basically seal everything in. And after that, we are done with this nail set. Today's video is a little bit longer. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you do give it a like and subscribe and comment. Turn on my post notifications if you haven't already. And while I apply this top coat, I just want to remind you guys one more time that if you haven't entered my giveaway, please make sure to go ahead and do so. I will have that video link in the description box for you guys to go So right after this video, if you haven't seen it and if you haven't entered, please make sure to go ahead and do so if you want to have a chance to win the prizes I'm giving away. If you want to see what's included, make sure to check out that video. The rules and everything on how to enter is in the pinned comment of that video. So if you're interested, if you haven't entered already and you want to, just go ahead and check that video out. Everything is there that you need. After rubbing in the cuticle oil, you guys, we are done with this nail set. So this is how the nails look, and I can't tell you how much I love this design. Like, I just love it so much. All of the nail art that went into it, it just comes together so nicely. So when I did my woody nail, I said that one was my favorite, which I do really love, but now that I've gotten this whole set done, I can't really pick a favorite because they all look so good. And I wanted to mention, like, this pink background, I wanted to try the nails, like what it would look like. I wanted to mention it, but I was busy talking about something else. I want to add like a pop of color to my channel, so it's not just like a plain white paper towel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like this glitter background, or is it too distracting? Is it too shiny? Let me know your thoughts, because I do have a few other colors, and then I did order like some background thingies I want to try. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. And then here are the nails again up close against a white background so you guys can see them. And then I'm gonna zoom in on this little alien here. Oh my gosh, it's just so cute. I love it so much. The little eyes make it so adorable. But yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I really enjoyed this Toy Story look. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you have a favorite nail, comment that down below. I really want to know which one you like the most. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.